So we've had 20 days of consistent green days if you guys pay attention to /NQ on the 180-day 4-hour time frame that we haven't broken below the EMA line. And if you guys look for the past 4 months, that's super exceptional. So it surprises me how people are surprised and are completely freaking out when the market pulls back a little bit. And every single video that at least I've uploaded, I've set the expectation that there's no question the market, we're in a bull market right now. And although the market is very overbought, it's very bullish, so it makes sense to stay with the rally, but to be prepared. To make sure that more now than ever before, because we're so overbought and because people are just so greedy in the idea that they think that the market's going to continue to rally forever, that it's better to be prepared than to be surprised. And today we had a little bit of a market freak out, and it really surprises me that so many people were unfortunately devastated by this little pullback that if you guys pay attention right now on the 180-day 4-hour time frame, it's already bounced off of the EMA line and it has nearly fully recovered. And some of the few stocks that have been very popular lately is, of course, stock like Tesla. I also want to make sure that we talk about Apple. Another one is ticker symbol Zoom, which is ticker symbol ZM, and a very popular one that I personally have been paying attention to is, of course, Netflix. And one of the things that I wanted to set the expectation on is, I know everyone watching this video is not a trader in the market, right? One of the things that I've covered very often is when the market goes down, what goes up? And the reason that this is so important to understand is, like today, when everyone was freaking out, right? As a day trader, I have taken on initiative, right? And the idea that because the market is so overbought, I choose to not hold anything overnight. That's just something that I came up with myself just to make sure that if we ever were to pull back, because the market is so overbought, I don't get unfortunately devastated. And I do agree with you. I do miss out then on the opportunity if the market gaps up as it has for the past 20 days. A small little pullback like today doesn't devastate you too much if you've been holding from the very early, again, 20-day rally. And one of the things that I get a benefit from is because I don't hold anything overnight, I'm able to take advantage of intraday opportunities like today. So when the market was selling off, this is /NQ, and I then began to pay attention to SQQQ, which of course is a triple leveraged ETF that goes up when the overall market goes down. Is SQs an ETF that I want to hold overnight? Of course not, because if you look at the 180-day chart, it's been doing nothing but selling off ever since the market has bottomed out in the mid of March, right, and has made a steady recovery. So days like this make it super clear why it's so important to understand what series of stocks, what series of indexes go up when the overall market goes down. And it's not like every stock was affected, but because especially /NQ, which is NASDAQ, that has a big focus on tech, a lot of tech stocks were unfortunately devastated today. And some have already made a very steady recovery. What I'm here to talk about as well is, now that I locked in my profits on SQQQ, I also traded TQs as well. And as you guys can see, I made a little bit over $1,100 profit today. Now for long-term investors, this is where you can really set yourself up. You know, I have a focus on trading, and I understand that that's my focus and my niche. I know trading is not for everyone. So while everyone is freaking out and asking the question, what should I do? What should I do? Now is the time to get prepared so you're no longer surprised. So what stocks that pulled back right now, if you weren't already invested, could you buy for a better deal than what they were yesterday? That's a perspective that you can have based off of the opportunities that we are presented today. And that's the whole point that I'm making this video. So now you can make sure that you do your part, and based off of everyone that is watching this video, you can comment down below the top 2 stocks that you have added to your watch list that have pulled back 3, 5, 10%. You know, if you guys paid attention, Tesla, from where it closed at yesterday to where it bottomed out today, lost nearly 15% within the first couple of minutes of the market open. That presented a huge opportunity for those that were able to buy the dip and now plan to hold long term. And of course, those are for long-term investors that see Tesla to continue to appreciate over time. But again, Apple, AMD, you know, Netflix, and all of these different stocks that have been doing exceptionally well, a little pullback today can only set you up for a better tomorrow. And as long as you are doing your part and only putting your money in stocks and ETFs that make sense to you and that you actually see value in, then you can at least set yourself up for success, ensuring that the upside outweighs the downside, and of course, having the proper risk management involved. And that's pretty much where I want to leave this video. I just want to make sure that you now understand the importance that when we do experience little red days like this, that you don't freak out or get surprised like everyone else, but it's really just common sense. When you have 20 consecutive green days where you're trading above the EMA line and you haven't really experienced a pullback, does it really surprise you that the market pulls back or corrects itself just a little bit so then it can continue that uptrend? It's a healthy way that we've been able to see that the market has been able to make a consistent recovery from its overall bottom in March. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys plan to do next time to better prepare yourself for the opportunities that are to present themselves in the near future. I really do appreciate your guys' time. I hope that you guys were able to lock in some profits and at least walk away with some money in your pockets. And I'm really excited to see what tomorrow has to offer. I hope that you guys learned something new. If you guys did, please consider dropping a thumbs up. And if you guys would like to stay connected, we do run the largest Facebook group in the world for those who invest in the stock market. And of course, that's that first link down below. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, team.